Hello vinyl community, how you doing? It's Bill with the Vinyl-verse, back again with another video. A little later than everyone else, but I wanted to show my record store day pickups. Record store day, I didn't actually go on the day, but I went the following Tuesday. The day of record store day, that Saturday, we had plans. My daughter was in a, she was dancing in a festival, and so we had that, was the priority for the day. So, but I did have a few things that I was hoping to get, and I was able to go on Tuesday and pick them up, thankfully. But before I get into those, what I have playing in the background, I recently picked this up. This is Derek Higgins' new CD release. So Derek Higgins, one of the originals in the vinyl community, there he is there. I'm sure you all know him. And this is an album he just released with two other guys, Blake DeForest and Cubby Phillips. So Derek is on keyboards, bass. It says keyboard, sound design, bass, singing bowl, subliminal, guitar. Blake DeForest is on trumpet, and Cubby Phillips is on guitar. And yeah, so I picked this up. I had never picked up one of Derek's albums before, but this one kind of spoke to me a little bit more. First, by the look of the album artwork, love that, and the samples I had heard on Bandcamp kind of sold me. So this is very it's got a great atmosphere to it. It's got a lot of elements that I like. So ambient, instrumental, some experimental songs later on in the album. But it's very spacious, very atmospheric. So yeah, I've been listening to this a lot. This has been in the car, and I've listened to it from the files I got from Bandcamp from purchasing this. And then of course the CD. I think he sold out of this and he's waiting for more to come in, but definitely recommend this. This album is called The Muse. You can find it on Bandcamp on Derek Higgins' Bandcamp page. So just wanted to share that. Really, really nice stuff. But now getting into the record store day pickups. I've got four things. These were the four things that I was hoping to get. The list was pretty good this year, and there was other things that I was looking at, but for whatever reason, these are the ones that I kind of wanted the most, and they're the ones that I was able to get. So first is the Hal Blaine album, Psychedelic Percussion, originally released in 1967 and then never reissued. It says on the hype sticker here, first time reissued on vinyl. So Hal Blaine, great session drummer, part of the Wrecking Crew, put this album out, and I've been on the lookout for it for a long, long time. I've never ever seen it in person. I've only seen it once, I think, in the vinyl community, and that's going back several years. From a channel, Mike over at Jam on Vinyl. He doesn't make videos anymore, but he found an original several years back, probably 4 or 5 years. I even knew about the album back then, and that's, from my recollection, the only time I've ever seen it in the VC. So I was happy to see that it was getting a reissue for Record Store Day. It's got 12 tracks on it, and each track, 6 tracks on side A, 6 tracks on side B, and each track is associated with a month of the year. And yeah. So it's on this, what do they call it? Turquoise and gold color vinyl. So the gold is pretty subtle. It's harder to see in the video than it is in person. You can see it more there, I guess. So I actually haven't played this yet. I've only played one of my Record Store Day pickups so far. Haven't had a chance to sit down with this one yet, but definitely excited to have picked it up. Psychedelic Percussion, Hal Blaine. It's a very quick album. Each song is in the 2-minute range, so 2.5 minutes. But yeah, happy that I was able to get that. Excited to listen to it. Moving along, we have this is Force by Max Roach and Archie Shep from 1976. This originally came out only in France, I believe. It may have been out in some other countries, but I think it was released in France. So this is getting a little more free jazz, and Max Roach is he's pretty much I was going to say pretty aggressive, but the title of the album is Force, and he's really playing with force on this album. And Archie Shep, yeah, the two of them together. It's we're in kind of free jazz realm, but not too out there. So I haven't listened to this yet. Before I got this, I knew Dave over at the VC Ambassador channel. He picked it up, and I was asking him how it sounded, and he was really happy with it. So that kind of just convinced me to grab it. So it has this kind of Record Store Day Obi here. Here's the album. So Max Roach, drums, percussion, and Archie Shep on saxophone. Let's see, is there anything in here? Half of it is in French and half of it is in English. Over here, French and then English. So the album's interesting color choices. First record is kind of this brown. And the second record is kind of this translucent gold or orangish yellow. So pretty cool. But yeah, haven't gotten a chance to get to this one yet, but we'll soon. Just happy to have it in the collection. Okay, moving along. This is the one album that I have listened to since picking it up, and it is Edgar Froese's Ages album from 1978, with a caveat. So originally this came out in 1978, but this, he re-recorded the album in 2004 or 2005. I think it was 2004, and then put it out again. And this is a reissue of that re-recording. It's also, let's see, it's also digitally remastered. There's some things I really like about this album, but then there's some things that kind of are little lackluster in my opinion. But it's Edgar Froese, and I wasn't going to pass up getting another one of his releases since it's challenging to find them here. But again, it has just like the Max Roach, it has this kind of Record Store Day Obi strip here. There's the back. Ages. That's the inside gatefold. So this has elements of like new age, but it's, you know, it's ambient, electronic, synthesizers. Comes on. It's kind of like ghosted and blue vinyl there. Looks pretty cool. They say it's a color and color effect double vinyl. So that's the first record. This is the sleeve for the first record. And then, here we go. This is the sleeve for the second record. And here's that color and color effect again. It's kind of like a, I don't know, white and grayish, I guess. Tan. Looks pretty cool. So the pressing is pretty good. There's a few spots where I noticed a little bit of noise, and that's even after cleaning. So I don't know if it's a pressing issue or it has some static or whatnot, but Edgar Froza ages. It's cool to pick that up. And then the last thing I got for Record Store Day is the Tangerine Dream Live in Paris, Palais des Congrès, March 6, 1978. This is a triple album, and I didn't know it was coming in this box, but it came in a box like this. It opens like a clamshell here. And there's the hype sticker. And then the 3 albums here. Okay. And then within each album, these are like album jackets with an inner sleeve. There's Edgar Froza right there. And these are on kind of like a two-tone vinyl. Here's black and blue. They kind of reflect the cover that they're in. So this was 1978 as well. And that's first one. This is the second one. It's red and black. There's the band there. I think this was the last. Is this the last tour that Christopher Franke played with Tangerine Dream? I think it was. I'm not positive about that. So the band were Edgar Froza, Christopher Franke, Klaus Kruger, and Steve Joliffe. Not sure if that's how you pronounce his name, but I'm going with it. So that's record 2. And the third one. There's the sleeve and the orange and black vinyl. So I will say that when I was taking this one in particular out of the sleeve, it was almost impossible to get the record out. It was a really, really tight fit. Had a tough time getting it out of the paper sleeve. But I did, and then promptly cleaned the record and put it into a separate sleeve. Okay, so there's that one. And I did pick one other thing up on Record Store Day, but it wasn't a Record Store Day release. I picked up David Bowie's The Next Day album. This is his second to last studio release before he died, from 2013. Big fan of this album since the day it came out, but I never got it on vinyl. Had a hard time finding it. So when I was at the store I saw it there and grabbed it. It was new in the shrink and everything, and I bought it new. So I'll tell you, David Bowie in his final few years, he was putting out some really good music. His last two albums especially, I just think are terrific. This is a great album. There's the man himself. So the next day, reproducing the cover for Heroes, and they crossed it out and put this white square over with the title The Next Day. There was a lot of controversy over that, if it's artistic or not. I thought it was great idea. There's the inside. So yeah, the title track The Next Day, songs like The Stars Are Out Tonight, Where Are We Now, really wonderful stuff. David Bowie, The Next Day. So that's my Record Store Day pickups, but not picked up on Record Store Day, picked up on the following Tuesday. All right, thanks for watching. Hope everyone's doing well. Check out Derek Higgins' new album on Bandcamp. You can sample it there. I highly recommend it. It's a beautiful album. Has a lot of elements that I really enjoy. So it's got a great atmosphere to it. So everyone, take care. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon, and everyone stay well. Bye now.